this is our second video. Today's gonna be a day of productivity. I have a drawing that I started last night that I want to finish today. After I finish that, I do sometime need to go to Best Buy. I was reviewing the last video that I made, the first video that I uploaded, and I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who supported me in that video. It was really hard to talk to a camera, and it still is. I'm still getting used to it. I'm always known as the person in a social setting who is very quiet. I don't really talk much. I tend to just listen to other people talk. And thank you to all the new subscribers. If you're new here, my name is Denise. I am an artist. I'm a tattoo artist and a freelance artist. And I'm just trying to make my life more about art. I think I want to try and prep for my first show, and it's the night market that's in my city here. If you're in Ontario, Canada, it's near the GTA, about maybe like a 45-minute drive from Toronto, and it's a 4-day event in August, from August 2nd to 5th, so I'll be there in person selling my artwork. It's gonna be print focused, but I will be selling some trinkets as well, like some keychains, charms. I'd love to do some croc acrylic charms and maybe some like phone accessories like pop sockets or like phone grips. But I am gonna be mainly print focused, so I'm gonna get some stuff ready for that as well. In the near future, I may pick up a camera for vlogging purposes. So if you guys have any suggestions, that would be really great. I do read all the comments, and I really appreciate when you guys offer advice and communicate with me. I took your advice actually. I had an issue where whenever my palm would sit on the iPad, the lines would skip. And thank you to you guys. I've had quite a few of you tell me to wear a glove, and I actually have a glove, and I've always had it, and I've never used it. And hi, you're now being handheld because my camera just died. But yeah, let's continue the video. First thing we're gonna do is finish our drawing. I wanted to show you guys a little trick. Let's see, so if you take a look here, I have my layer for shading all pretty much just on one layer. Blend mode is always on multiply, and then this is the percentage that I have the opacity set for. It differs per artwork, but sometimes I like to have it dark and sometimes I like to have it light. I create a new layer and attach it to the shading. Now when you create a clipping mask, sometimes it lightens the opacity. You can just fix that by bringing up the opacity there. Now what I do is I like to gradient blend my colors for shading. I do a warm red tone, and then I do a cool blue. This red right here. And we're gonna fill this layer right there. So now you can kind of see the difference. There's the before, there's the after. And what I do is I do a blue tone as well. Grab my soft brush, choose a bigger size, and I do just about half of it. Just like that. So you can see the layer right there, half red, half blue. And I do want it to kind of blend a little bit better, so I'll just lightly brush that. And then I'll Gaussian blur it as well. That will blur it out a little bit better. And I also like to adjust how strong the colors are, so I don't want them too vibrant. I actually prefer it to be a little bit less, maybe right there. So there, the colors are off, colors are on. Can you guys see the difference? There's off and on. So it's a pretty good technique that I do. It's one of my favorite things to do. All right, so time for a break. We're gonna head out into Best Buy and grab that little wire that I needed for my mic, and then we'll come back and then we're gonna start a new study. Won't be like a full illustration, it'll just be a study on facial expressions, but yeah, hopefully I stick to that. Normally it changes when I'm drawing, but sometimes it will turn out to be something completely different than what I originally intended it to be. So yeah, but let's go. Bye-bye. I'll see you later. So unfortunately, they don't have the cable that I need. They don't carry it in store, so I have to get it online. So I just came and got some groceries. Now we're gonna head home and I'm gonna make some food because I'm starving. All right, so I just did a big investment. I went out and I bought a printer. I've been thinking about buying a printer for a while now, probably for the past couple of weeks, just because I have my first event coming up at the end of the month, actually the beginning of next month. And I was going around checking out some local suppliers for prints. And I have one supplier in mind for fine art prints, but I do want to start printing out some stickers and some posters. So I just thought, why not just buy my own printer? Only because I went to another supplier besides my fine art prints. I went to Minuteman Press, and they're not local. They're pretty much all around Canada, and I'm pretty sure in the States too. And I did not have a good experience with them. I should have asked, no, I did ask for a proof. I asked for a sample and they just completely disregarded what I asked for and then just sent in a quote for my entire order, which was like 330 prints. So they went ahead and printed 330 prints without even showing me any proofs or samples. I even offered to like buy, if they didn't offer samples, I offered to buy like a single print just to see how the colors and everything would look and what kind of papers they offer. And they didn't tell me or show me any examples or proofs. So I got 330 prints done and all of them are just absolutely just not good quality. I don't know what to do. So I feel like I could have said something just because they never offered me any samples or proofs, even though they claimed to do that. But I'm just gonna take it as a loss and I'll keep the prints for discounted sales, I guess. So I'll have an option available for cheaper or less expensive prints. I know printers aren't expensive and you're gonna be spending a lot on ink, but I wanted to invest in a more expensive printer just so that I had a better experience with it in the long run, because I know they break down a lot. So this is what I got. We got the Canon Pixma Pro 200. I also wanted to print some stickers and things like that, so I'm very excited to see how this turns out. But let's get to unboxing it and setting it up. Doing some test prints for setup. Setup was pretty easy. I was worried that it would be a little complicated, but the website actually helps a lot for setup instructions. Okay, so setup is done. Now we're gonna test print some art prints. So it came with sample 8.5 by 11 photo luster paper. So I'm excited to see how this is gonna look. Besides the sample sheets that the printer came with, I also went ahead and bought some of the Epson's ultra premium matte paper. So I'm gonna do a test print on both sheets and compare. Okay, so I've loaded in the sample paper. Now we're gonna go ahead and print. I think I'm gonna do my latest Choso. All right, here is a second print. Looks like the size is right. I just need to trim these borders here to make it a little bit more even. The colors and everything look great. I'm very happy with this. Ooh! I love it. And I'm pretty happy with it. That looks really good actually, compared to the glossy. You definitely see more detail and contrast with the luster. Okay guys, I just want to show you guys a comparison of my home printed piece here versus this one that I got printed at a local store. They are a franchise. They have quite a few locations in Canada. I know it's kind of hard to see because it's through a camera lens, but you can see everything is quite pixelated. And then here is the version that I printed out from home. When you look at this on its own, it looks all right. Like, I wouldn't even complain about it at all. You can see the difference. You can see all the pixelation there. Okay, so I did a couple prints and I'm very happy with them. Okay, so first, obviously, Gojo Vash crossover. And I'm so incredibly happy with how it printed. I don't know if you guys can see the details that well, but it looks so good, like the colors and everything. I'm so impressed. This is just the ink that came with the printer. I'm so happy. I went through so many like trials and tribulations just to try and get these prints done. Here's the Choso piece that I did this month. This one was fun. This one was a lot of fun. This actually stands out a lot better in the glossy print that I have. This is the luster paper. This is the sample that came with the printer. If you look, if I shine it against the sunlight from the side, you can kind of see how it's glossy. I'm so sorry, but if you are not caught up with Jujutsu Kaisen chapter 261, then this is a spoiler, so I'm gonna show it. So here, love this one. I think this is probably one of my most popular pieces I've ever done or posted online. I love the colors and the values in this print here. How devastating is that? Sukuna, there we go. One of my first drawings of him, actually. I think this is like the second drawing I've ever done of him. Can you see how vibrant the reds are in this? I'm very happy with this. That's some of my prints. I'm so happy. I have my first event coming up in a month, actually. And the event is August 2nd to 4th. So I'm gonna be if you're in Ontario, Canada, I'm gonna be at the night market. It's gonna be my first event, so I'm gonna feel how it's gonna go. Yeah, wish me luck in August. Eventually, I'd like to do a full walkthrough where you guys get to see me draw from start to finish. If you guys could leave a comment and let me know what you want to see more of in terms of what kind of artwork you'd like to see, like whether you'd like me to do some more JJK or if you want me to dabble into other fandoms, what kind of videos you want to see, if you're kind of done with the draw with me's and the vlog type videos, if you want tutorials, I can try to do tutorials to the best of my knowledge in regards to anatomy. I've had a lot of people ask about anatomy. So now you guys can see that my apartment is a little bit of a mess because I just printed a bunch of artwork and I gotta pack away this printer that I just bought. I guess that concludes my video for today. I'm excited to show you guys what else I can do. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to have you guys actually watch my videos and leave comments and things like that. I had no idea I would actually love doing this, but I really appreciate it. So until next time, I'll see you guys again. Bye. Look at his eyes. Oh.